Here's a quick tour of the MakeCode website using Adafruit circuits. So when you first come to the site, you're going to see in My Projects, anything you've started or completed will be here. Along this bar, you can see I just have one Siren started. This little orange box tells me what step of the tutorial I'm on out of the total steps. So I ended on step 3. I need to go up to step 8 to be complete. If you're visiting for a second or third time or later, you can pick up your work here under My Projects. If you're starting a project, here's our tutorials. The project we were working on this semester, or this marking period, was our Siren. It says New Start here, so I'm going to click to enter. We do Start Tutorial, and it's going to load. Once we're in a quick tour, we have these virtual Adafruit circuits. These are great. We could use them in our classroom. We actually have a class set, but since we're learning remotely, we have a nice simulator here. So we could code it just like we would if we were actually at school. Here's our steps 1 through 8. This project is actually really more of a 6-step project. The 7th step is about downloading, and the 8th step is congratulations, you finished. So here are our steps. Here's our directions. All right, you'll notice that when words are highlighted in a color, it matches what are called our drawers. In the drawer, we keep our code. So when our direction, didn't mean to click there yet. When our direction says go over to input and grab an on shake, since it's pink, I can go immediately to input here, find that shake, and drag it out. Anytime we have code or we need to debug, there's too much code, we don't want it in our workspace, that's this big area, take it and put it back in the drawer. It actually turns to a trash can, and that just takes anything off our workspace we do not need. So now we have the on shake. Now it tells us to find a show ring. Again, that's highlighted blue, so even though it doesn't say show ring, because that's a specific command within the drawer, since it's highlighted blue, we know it's in the light drawer, and we drag it out. It tells us to put it inside the on shake. You can see in block coding, they fit like a puzzle. So when we have it all together, it looks like we did all of the directions. You can click this little bird, and he gives you a hint. Really, it shows you what the code should look like before you move on. You're going to be tempted every step of the way to click the bird first, but you're not. Then all you're doing is copying what the code will look like, and you're not actually understanding how this works. So the on shake is how we initiate the code. What happens when we shake it is the ring should light up red. So not only can we see the code here, how it should look, but we can go to our virtual circuit and shake it, and it should light up red. You could also just click the little shake button. Notice the red light stays on because we don't have any clear commands. Ultimately, this is going to be a siren that makes noise and flashes lights. So by the time you're on step 6, you should be pretty well done the coding. Let's make sure we have the right sound. Remember, you can always click the bird to make sure everything matches up. You can shake your siren to make sure it works. I warn you, it does get very loud. If everything's in the right spot, when it's done being shaken, the lights are off, the sound is off, because we have a nice clear button down here. Now, a couple pointers. You have a plus and minus sign down here. That will let you zoom out to see all your code at once. It makes it much easier to compare with your hint bird here. You can zoom in to read a little better when you're choosing the sound effects and typing in how many times you want to loop or repeat. You also have the little scroll bars on the side, up and down. So you can work however you like, whatever view you like. That's a preference. So you work to your preferences. If when you're working, you accidentally have extra code or you have mistakes and you need to debug, it is difficult to debug block code sometimes because it sticks together. Whatever we need to pull out, everything beneath it that's attached comes with it. So debugging, sometimes we have to pull from under where we're debugging to get rid of that extra code. Remember, there are times, things like adding a repeat around a block can be difficult. You just have to be patient and look for that highlight to appear around your code, and basically it fits like a puzzle, that block code. It will pop into place if you just click and drag slowly. So remember, when it's all said and done, you should have something that look like this. And it should be downloaded by step 7. That's a simple command, just hit download. The directions on how to upload in our Google Classroom are there in a video for you to upload it for a grade. Good luck getting this done. When you finish, it takes you out of the tutorial. Alright, when you go back to Adafruit, you can see the orange square is now green with a trophy. It shows you've completed it. But I don't know you've completed it until it is uploaded to our Google Classroom. So I will see it there for your grade.